Hello, everyone. We are so excited to have you here. I'm Becca.
And I'm Alana, and this is Glitty Litter, the show where your shit shines and the cats still don't matter.
So Glitty Litter, as we know, is a game show hosted by us, Glitter, and friends. In every show, we have two teams playing three types of games: accuracy, creativity, and passion.
So let's get down to business. Here's how we're going to score things. Two ways. First, from the host, Becca and myself, and from the viewers via the chat. So a quick note, in order to participate in our chat, you need to follow our host, 2MB Studios, on Twitch. So take a moment now, go hit the follow button, and then get weird with us in the chat.
Perfect.
All right, so at the end of every show, we're of course going to enter the glitter box. This is my favorite part of the show, where things get kind of crazy with Caitlin.
So let's bring out Caitlin to tell us what the heck the glitter box is all about.
Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm back. I'm in my Glitty Litter shirt, and it always just feels, as soon as I put it on, I just immediately feel better. I feel like I'm in the mood. I'm excited, and I'm ready to just have some chaos energy, because that's what glitter and Glitty Litter is all about. It's just, you never know what's going to happen, especially in the glitter box, which happens at the end of every episode. We never know what's going to happen, and it's something different every time. So it's a little bit of magic that we get to create together, and it will determine the ultimate outcome of tonight's events.
I was going to ask, can you give us any clues?
Well, the only clue is I'm really hoping that I'm like bored and I can't think of, I'm having trouble coming up with an idea. And so I was like really stressed out, and I thought I would just like bake myself a cake to cheer myself up. So I've got that in the oven, and I'm just hoping that it really provides some inspiration by the time, like an hour from now, I kind of will know what's going on. Hopefully. But am I excited for that cake though.
Yeah. Okay. So if nothing else, there will be cake.
There will be cake.
Okay.
I'll drink your cake. I eat your cake. I eat it right up. That's
right.
There will be cake.
Okay. So like a monster cake situation.
It's like a Cronenberg version of Daniel Day-Lewis, who makes cakes. It's like that.
Okay, yeah. No, I think I can exactly guess what's going to happen tonight. That was perfect. That's all I needed. Well, thank you so much, Caitlin. And we look forward to seeing you later in the show. And so we know it wouldn't be a game show without contestants. So let's bring out our first team, Team 1, Emily and Nick. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It is good. Emily, how does it feel to be on this side and also in the spotlight?
It feels weird. You guys know that I very much like to know what's going on. So this week was tough for me to just let you guys handle it all. So I'm excited.
Honestly, it was tough for us too.
I was gonna say, I don't know if this will help Emily learn to relinquish control later.
I am proud of myself. I only texted you guys one time all week to make sure that you guys had it all under control.
And we texted you like 10 times. We get it.
You guys are having like a moment here. Should I be reintroduced? I figure this is you guys need some couch time.
No, we're good.
That's true.
You good?
It has.
Welcome to the show.
It's been a while, but we're happy to have you here, Nick. Nick, why don't you tell us about who you are, where you are, how you know Emily?
I am in my my domesticated house. As you can see, my ironing board is lovely in the background. I am Nick Tovar. I was a 12-pound baby. So, I see a couple of you guys just seized up there for a second. That look. So, yeah. Don't worry, I wasn't born naturally. I was cut out. So
that was exactly what I was thinking.
No. So technically when I came out, I was bigger than Emily. What?
Then
No.
Emily is now? Or
I didn't say that. Emily, as a person, I think you're lovely. All right. But Becca, I don't know. She says
definitely don't know
she's
me.
your friend.
okay.
I know we just met, but
I'm bigger than 12 pounds, okay?
notice how she doesn't say how much bigger?
Yeah.
To get to how Nick knows me, he is my cousin-in-law. He is married to my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So we have known each other, I don't know, how long have you guys been married?
13 years?
So probably 15 years. So probably half my life.
15
I'm
years.
saying that, but I'm not 100% sure that 13
I think
years
that you're
is
right.
correct.
I think that, yeah, you guys, it's probably half my life.
Yeah.
So,
We'll do a
I
background
know.
check and check those dates.
On that note,
check it out.
we're going to kick you out of here and we're going to bring on team 2. All right, Colleen and Alex, where are you at?
Hey!
Hello, hello. How are things going?
Good.
Things are good. Hey, Glitty. Glitty litter.
He's just using your first name.
Great.
Yeah.
Right, we go by
I'll
Glitty.
take it.
For everybody. Hey, Glitty.
So tell us a little bit about yourselves. Colleen, you're normally not on that side either. How you feeling? How you know each other? Give us all the details.
Alex and I go way back. We are siblings. We are sibs. And I'm handling the transition from host to contestant fine, I would say. I'm doing fine. My role in this show in preparing it is less than Emily's, so I feel like my absence is like not really noticed.
It was still painful. Don't worry.
Yeah, we need to. We didn't text you at all, but that's
it's fine. It's fine. So I'm looking forward to being surprised. And yeah, Alex and I can guarantee you our mom is watching.
For sure. Recording, probably.
Yeah. And so that means that our dad is probably seeing it too. So hi.
We'll pay attention to her minute.
This is a great time to remind her she doesn't need to record. This will be online forever.
Forever. And a great time to remind all of us that, it turns out tonight it is a family show. So,
I keep saying it's a family show, and tonight it's a family show.
It's a family show. Well, Alex, do you want to tell us a little bit about
Sure.
Well, we know how you're related to Colleen. Are you older or younger?
I am 2 years younger than Colleen.
Okay.
So she was a good big sister. She was the president of the drama club at our high school, and so that was my entry into theater, was her introducing me via that. And so yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Before. We've performed together before.
Okay.
Yeah. So look out, Nick and Emily.
Okay. I'm just gonna plug now. If at any point there was like a musical number that you both did together that fits tonight, just feel free to reenact it.
Absolutely.
Number of Oklahoma.
Yeah. A West Side Story.
Oh God.
Okay. These musicals haven't aged great, but I feel like you could make it.
Right.
Yeah. No, we were enthusiastic chorus members, both of us, until our senior year.
Okay.
Incredible. I cannot wait to see more of that energy later this evening.
We'll bring it. We're bringing it. It's here.
Yeah. We'll let you guys go for just a moment, and then we're going to bring you back pretty soon after that. But I want to announce our intro game. So we got to know the players a little bit. We're going to get to know them a lot more in our intro game, Most Likely To.
Horrifying as ever.
Yep, but also beautiful. So Most Likely To is a very classic game to help us get to know our contestants even more. We will be reading 4 questions and asking our teams which teammate is most likely to have done something. After this, our contestants will have a few seconds to think about it, write down their answer, either their partner or themselves, and then on the count of 3, we'll reveal the answers to see if the teams agree. So we will bring all 4 of our contestants back on with us. Incredible.
Right. So let's dive right in. We're going to start with Team 1, Emily and Nick. Go ahead and write down who is most likely to get thrown out of a family wedding.
And I will say we did pick this specifically.
We sure did.
We're both like kind of Switzerland in our family. I'm just trying to think.
Like
Thrown
legally or like illegally thrown
like
out?
by family.
Like-
Oh, I mean, I guess you can take creative liberties. I was assuming by like the bride or groom, but you do you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, can
You
we
gotta
reveal
write
now?
it. You gotta write it.
I did write it.
Oh wait, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready? Reveal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
Discord.
So why'd you pick each other?
I feel like Emily would just get too drunk on something and just go off. And it wouldn't be Emily. It would be a character she did. She would go into a character mood and then she would piss some uncle off that doesn't know her. And I don't know if she'd be thrown out. She would just be escorted out and not let back in.
I would just be gently pushed out the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
Emily?
I don't know. I said Nick because I feel like in a similar way, but like more that he would say something that he didn't realize was offensive, but was offensive. And then
That was offensive. Like you just did,
Yeah.
like what you just did to me.
All right. Well, that
Yeah.
seems like 0 points. Let's move
Wow.
on.
Yay!
Team 2, Colleen and Alex. Who is most likely to die first in a zombie apocalypse? Take your time, think things through, and then make sure to write it down.
Mm-hmm. And know that your sibling will probably never forget this answer.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready too.
I got it.
All right. Ready?
Go for it.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
That was honestly probably the most noble thing you could have done.
Did you hear that, Mom and Dad? Did you see that? Did you see that?
so I picked Alex. We've talked a lot about, or I picked me dying first.
We talked a lot about the zombie apocalypse, actually. The forthcoming zombie apocalypse. We've played this out.
So
Yes.
we know where we would go, but I'm far from it. So Alex would go to northern Michigan, where our aunt and uncle live on a farm, and our uncle Mike is really.
We have talked about this. I forgot. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mike can do things like he built a wind. His house has like solar and wind power and stuff. So like that's the plan. And also like Alex worked at an outdoor camp and like has like some skills, like he can kiteboard and things, which so that's not great with
That
zombies.
does not help you in a zombie apocalypse.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't have a lot of those skills. Like I couldn't pull myself up from a bar or like a ledge. So like I just acknowledge like I think I would do really well, but I think Alex might do better. But I'm interested to hear why you would die first, Alex.
I actually figured that you would just be more careful than me and be like, I'm not going outside. And then I would be the one like forced to go find food or to like, I don't know, go do
We're like
something.
bunkered together and it's one or the other.
Well, you know, just in my, okay, well still, you would make your husband go and get food and then I would be stuck like wherever I am fending for whoever I'm with, I'm guessing.
I
So
do.
I just figured I'd take the hit on that one and forego for the zombies.
Okay.
The best is that you guys have talked about this, but you're still not on the same
Definitely
page.
have. We've definitely
Like you
talked
guys are
through this.
definitely failing the zombie apocalypse.
I have an entire road atlas for the continental U.S. in the back of my car just in case.
We're gonna revisit that later. You and your road atlas.
Mhm.
That-
Oh, I have one too. Don't worry.
That's
So
okay.
they are prepared.
That's okay later.
Was this a sibling
All
gift?
right.
Our family has a lot of like every car has a map in it, a paper map.
Our father is a bit of a survivalist.
Oh, I think you're both surviving the zombie apocalypse.
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, back to team 1, Emily and Nick. Write down who is most likely to spend all of their money on something stupid.
Okay.
My wife is laughing right now. She's watching. She 100%
One,
knows
two,
what's happening right now.
three.
I feel like this is a particular example.
No, I just think he always has something that he bought that is just like the new thing that is just so obscure. And
Like-
the grand.
Yeah, like I do sales for a living, but I'm a salesman's dream. Like when I walk in and you're like, this is the newest, latest model, I'm like, I have to have it. Like it must be mine.
Yeah.
And somewhere my wife is cringing and she's laughing because she knows it's true. That like if I walk into a store, I am the worst impulse buyer. Must have, saying that's only $5 has probably cost me about $30,000 in my life.
Yeah, you have the deal.
Yeah. I just feel like he's always pulling something up. It's like, look what it's always something that I'm like, that's cool, but like, you don't like, why do you need that?
So now that I know how Emily really feels about my show and tell items,
I think it's cool, but it's show and tell. Yeah, you're right. Show and tell's a good word for it.
No. But I would 100%, like, the reason people go broke is probably because of me.
Okay, great. Okay, our last question of this game is for Team 2, Colleen and Alex. Who is most likely to become an evil scientist?
That's okay.
Yeah, let's become one. See, we got one you haven't already discussed.
I'm ready.
All right, Alex is already ready.
I'm ready.
Alex, you got to tell me if it was you, what would you make as an evil scientist?
Give me a minute. We'll get yes. Well, yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Why? Because I'm the scientist of the family, and Colleen's like the writer, philosopher, intellectual, and I'm like the goofy other one. So yeah.
Alex is a civil engineer by training, so just like okay.
Right. So we would build bridges that did something funny, like
not fall, but like
I was gonna say, like,
that's not what you want to hear out of your civil engineer.
Like open like a can, like a snake in a can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a bridge that like painted your car or gave your car a wash as you drove through it. That's not evil. That's just
a car wash.
Yeah.
The evil definition. I, for the same reasons, obviously chose Alex. I was like off the science track pretty early, with the exception of like marine life, which I still am into. I could still be a marine biologist if I really put my mind to it.
Yeah, you've got time.
Always time for a change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like meth lab science for you, Alex, but no, civil engineer science works.
That would not go with the thread and that border. It wouldn't go with the motif. Not at all.
I think it would. I think that's Breaking Bad. I think, at the end of the day, this is where Breaking Bad happens. It doesn't happen in a clean apartment. It happens in a espresso laid.
Shade thrown here.
Well, yeah. Well, what are we talking? Where are we at on points? Like, who's winning this?
Game.
Yeah.
A lot of.
I'm gonna say we're even at 57.
57 points each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time to gather more points. In fact, we're gonna kick all of you out and talk about our next game now. All right, so let's move right along here and talk a little bit about our accuracy game, Character Frenzy. Becca, I'm not.
No, it gets you in the right headspace.
Okay, Character Frenzy. We'll have our teams getting into character and guessing what their partner is trying to be. So to play, one teammate from each team will be blindfolded, a classic glitter move. The other teammate will view a series of characters, some being very straightforward and most being oddly specific. Without using the words you see on the screen, you must become that character to try to get your blindfolded teammate to guess what or who you are. We will take turns between our teams, with each slide in our PowerPoint alternating between teams. If you get the answer right, we'll move on to the next team. If you take too long to come to the right answer, you might hear some noise, we might kick you out. Things aren't going to go great, and we'll move to the next team in that scenario as well. As an accuracy game, each correct answer will earn each team 1 point. However, if our viewers in the chat enjoy the noises our teams are making, let us know, and we might add on some additional points.
So we will now bring out all of our contestants again. Or just a quick break. Welcome back. Welcome back. So teams, before the show, we decided that Colleen and Nick will be wearing blindfolds. Do you have those at the ready? Okay, so you are going to be guessing which characters your partner is portraying. Is there any questions before we begin? No. Amazing. No. Okay, so team 1 is going to start us off and ask the first question. Team 2 will ask the next character, and we'll go back and forth, so on and so forth. So Colleen and Nick, feel free to put on your blindfolds now. Okay. Incredible. Okay, give us a thumbs up when you can no longer see. Perfect.
What you love to see.
This is very stressful to be on camera and not see. I'm starting to ask this of so many guests.
This is actually empathy training that we're doing here. All right, we can go to the next slide and start off team 1.
I hate being 3 rounds cold balls in a row. Ooh, sucks. It's
a fisherman?
Cold. What?
Did you say 3 balls?
Yeah, they're cold and they're stacked on top of each other. I'm so fucking mad about it. And little kids are always trying to put me into shapes and make me real.
Frosty the Snowman?
Yeah,
No?
but like I'm not happy.
A sad snowman?
Kind of, but a different type. Like
an angry, a frostier snowman. An angry
All right.
snowman?
We're good.
I'm this thing, and I'm hanging at like a kid's birthday party, and we're gonna spin the kid around, and we're gonna give him a bat, and they're gonna hit it and take a bunch of things. Candy.
My dude, I'm gonna keep going, but note to act out the slide.
Oh my god! What am I? Oh my god! Wait, how am I supposed to?
You got to become the character. I bet that this is a
Ow, that hurt. You hit me.
Yes.
Ow. Yeah. Okay.
Pinata.
Sorry, I've cheated.
That's all right.
Roar. Oh my god, my breath is so hot. Roar, get away from me, Prince. I'm not giving away your princess. I wish I wasn't.
Is this the Lion King?
But like my breath is really hot and steamy.
Like a Dragon King?
Yeah. And like, but like, I'm like really not okay because my boyfriend broke up with me last week.
Excuse me.
As well.
A dragon on anxiety meds?
Well, kind of, but like, it's just that I cry all the time.
Pete the sad dragon?
Yeah.
Puff the magic dragon?
All right, team, everybody round up. Let's do our drills, and we can talk about my shitty weekend where my former partner bailed on me.
Divorce coach.
Hey!
Well
All right,
done.
Wow.
That's some sibling connection there.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll go into your lawn if you really want me to, but you promise the kids won't laugh at me, right?
What?
I'll
Are you luring kids into a lawn? That's
I'll
illegal.
wear this stupid hat. Oh, pull your finger? Does that mean you're gonna, what is gonna happen? Oh, you farted.
Are you a gnome?
Yeah, but also,
You're a garden gnome?
yeah, but something about me that I'm sad that I don't like about myself is that when people play tricks on me, I always fall for it.
You're a gullible gnome?
Mm-hmm.
A gullible elf.
You got it.
Okay, gotta find my bait, and I gotta find my rod, and my boat, and my geritol, because I am one of these.
Wait,
And
you're a fisherman, but I don't know what geritol is.
What? I gotta find my my fiber, and I got these brittle bones,
You're
and
constipated fisherman.
okay, I need to get some rest. I need a nap in the afternoon before I go do my thing on the boat. And
Geriatric fisherman with high cholesterol.
We'll give it to you.
We'll
yeah,
give
okay.
it.
Oh God. All right, I'm gonna earn the gold with this really large stick.
You're gonna do what with the stick?
I'm gonna earn the gold. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna earn the gold with my slender bod.
A pole vaulter?
Yeah, but it's like the best you could be.
A gold medal winning pole vaulter?
Yeah, but like even better than that because it's the whole world.
Olympic gold medal vaulter?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I think that's okay. All right. I think I need to know the last half of this to know how to do this. But I think it's
yours.
okay. Wait, I'm stressed. I lived through a recession and now a pandemic, and now I just want to vibe out and listen and hear some jams. And this is a song. I think it's like an emotional song from some like maybe teeny bopper person. Is that a thing? Oh, okay, I'm seeing some great. Okay. Anything, Colleen? Anything?
A Gen Z TikToker.
Okay. So I'm just like
Shawn Mendes.
I think I was born in the late 80s.
Okay.
A millennial. Is this me? Is this a drag?
No, it's not.
A little bit.
No,
a little bit of drag.
Okay. Okay. Is this Lizzie McGuire? Is this?
Yeah. I mean, I think I have to give up. I don't know. I don't think I can get.
All right, let's move it right along.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I admire you know your limits.
Okay. All right, so take the microchip and like put it into the S drive. And yeah, so this is how you're gonna do it. I've been here at this school for like 7 years, so I can like teach it to you. So just take the microchip and like just put it in to the hard drive, S drive thing.
This is weird foreplay.
I'm not flirting with you. I'm just sweaty.
You're putting your S drive in my floppy disk? Is that?
Yes, but I'm like helping you learn.
You're a teacher who teaches computer science.
Yeah, but like I'm like not officially a teacher yet. You know, I'm like almost.
You're
there.
like a student teacher?
Yeah, like I guess you could say that. And I'm like also really sweaty.
You're really sweaty. All right. You're a nutty professor?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. But
Knock, knock. Hello, ma'am. I just wanted to see if you would be interested in purchasing this beautiful topaz gold chain that I've got here, and it's beautiful, and I figured that it would look lovely on you.
Traveling salesman?
A specific sort of one of those, perhaps.
Traveling jewelry salesman?
Okay, yeah.
You're good.
I'll give it to you.
We're at the end. Congrats, everyone.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much to our teams. How are we feeling?
I didn't do very good at acting those
what
out.
was the
I
last
sort of
one?
cheated it, I feel like. Sorry.
The last one was
yelling?
a hot computer science TA.
Oh, all right.
Oh my
How do you act out hot?
I love Emily. I want to just start us off by giving you 5 points for assuming that hot is sweaty.
But I knew what hot meant. But I decided to go in a sweaty direction with my cousin-in-law.
There you go.
As one does.
But it wasn't
I also saw a couple like laughing emojis at Nick and Emily, so I'm gonna throw in like another 10 points. I feel like they
That's what I'm
deserve
talking
it.
about.
Mhm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm. Okay, so some things that I loved during. Well, I loved it all, but some very specific things. I love the big sibling coaching Colleen right at the beginning. I'm just gonna tell you how to do this game.
She's always been looking out for me. Always teaching me what to do.
Hold on.
Really?
Who was the teeny bopper one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
a
Yeah, what was that
millennial,
song?
a millennial being sad listening to the song "Driver's License."
Oh, see, you got to be on TikTok to get it.
I don't know driver's license. I thought I did.
Get it.
After this, you gotta listen
No.
to it.
It was like
So-
close, teeny bopper, sad or something. Yeah, right.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, no,
sad.
you were there.
It's from
There.
the musical, The Show.
Got it. Got it.
Colleen knows.
Yeah, that sentence that Colleen just said made a ton of sense. It is totally accurate.
She's from that. The real life actress made the song.
Got it.
So I want to give 5 points to Colleen and Alex for the big sibling coaching, and another 5 points for Colleen on that driver's license being like, is it me? Is this a drag? Because yes. Yeah.
This McGuire was a good second guess too.
Thank you.
Honestly, you had some really quick guesses throughout, so throw in another 7 points from me.
Yay!
That's speed. It was
uh-huh.
amazing.
It was pretty great. Emily and Nick, I want to give you another 10 points for Emily assuming that computer science TA is just like take this microchip and stick it in. Like, I love you. That's not what cops say.
It's very feels computery.
No,
Like what they're doing in computer science. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're just taking microchips, sticking them in all the places.
to be honest, that's how I thought computer science worked. So if it isn't, then whatever. I don't want to live in a world that computer science is not like that.
I want to give another 8 points to Emily and Nick for Emily. I think you were doing the sad dragon and you were like, my breath is so hot. And somehow, Nick, you were immediately like, oh, is this the Lion King?
It was the Prince thing. I was like, oh, well.
There's like not even a prince in Lion King. They're all lions.
No, there's a prince.
Someone had to be the prince. You can't be
Yes,
just the
but-
king.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Prince Lion.
It's just
Yeah.
not the first movie I would think of when you said Prince.
Mhm.
That's
He's
fair,
not an
too.
obvious prince.
No. Alex, Colleen, can you sing The Lion King? You guys got the dramedy background.
No, I can't. We're not going to do that.
Alana, did you want to pass out any points for anything that you love?
I mean, I feel like I've covered most of the stuff. But Beefy Fridgers 20?
Love that name. I think that must be a Phoebe Bridgers riff.
Amazing. In the chat, loved the sweaty. Believe that was you, Emily. So let's throw in another 5 points.
Yeah.
Also reminds me of Game of Thrones. I'm sure is a dragon situation. So let's give another 5 points there.
Gosh.
Speakling in the chat also like Beefy Fridgers 20. And just because, you know, I'm a younger sibling, I get the sibling vibe here. I want to give another 15 points to our brother-sister duo. Just for fun.
Hey!
All right.
Wow.
That seems fair, honestly.
Hey, the points
Yeah.
don't matter.
Huh?
The points
to
don't
you.
matter. The
The
cats
points-
don't matter. I've lost it, guys. It's time for the next game.
Yeah, the points don't matter, but they incredibly do.
Oh no.
Where we're
ruined
at
the
right
whole
now is currently Team 1 is at 32 points and Team 2 is at 38. So just keep that in mind as we're moving forward. Okay, so we are going to move this right along and get on to our creativity game called As Seen on TV. I don't actually have an answer for that one. Okay, so as seen on TV, the game is, we here at Glitty Litter, it's actually not a game, it's very serious. This is a market venture that we're looking into, a home shopping network, and we are trying to figure out products to sell. So that's where you all come in. For this game, each team will gather a household item that both team members own. It could be a toothbrush, a spatula, a plate, whatever you agree on. And you will present it to us in an infomercial about what the product is. The catch: the infomercial cannot be about how the item is actually used, and our teams have to come up with a new use case for the item. Each team will determine the product name, how the product is used, give us a detailed demonstration of how the product is used in your new use case, and really make sure you sell it for our home shoppers to be convinced to buy it. So we encourage the teams to present either as themselves or in a character, whatever is more fun for you. And as this is a creativity game, we will be giving scores on just how far away the original use of the item is, our teams can get, and how much they can convince us that we really want to buy it. And as always, if the chat has anything to, add, anything that you love, we are happy to give out extra points.
Yeah, and I just want to remind everyone, this really is a creativity game. So we're looking for our teams to really think outside the box and get creative with their pitches. You're going to have a few minutes to determine your household item, go grab it, come up with a pitch, chat backstage. Good luck. We'll see you in a couple minutes.
All right, so while our contestants are getting ready, let us check in with Caitlin in the glitter box.
Hey, Lana,
Hi.
Rebecca. Y'all are doing great. I love seeing the lineup of Glitty Litter kind of get shaken up and we get to try new things. This has been a lot of fun. Oh man, I have to tell you, I just took out the most delicious red velvet cake out of the oven. And I know what people say. I know people are like, red velvet cake is a lie because it's like, it's just regular vanilla cake with cream cheese frosting, but they put red food dye in the cake. And I don't care. It's so delicious, and it tricks my brain into thinking it's something different. And it's really. What did you guys hear? Did you hear that huge noise? Did you just hear that loud noise?
Yeah.
What? That just came from my kitchen.
Okay.
You know I have little goblins that kind of run around on my floor here that help me out with stuff, right? I've brought them up before in the
yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Hey, Crunchwrap. Crunchwrap has been my favorite lately. Don't tell the other ones, but Crunchwrap is just my little help. Hey, Crunchwrap, can you go check? Can you go see? I'm paranoid. Can you just go see what that was? I'm sure it's going to be fine. So anyway.
I hope your cake's okay.
I'm sure it's Crunchwrap. Crunchwrap, why do you look like that? Crunchwrap.
Is everything okay?
No, the cake is destroyed.
No.
Crunchwrap said the cake is destroyed, and Crunchwrap's such an emotional little creature. Crunchwrap, it's okay. Crunchwrap, it's okay. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what happened. Crunchwrap, what does it look like happened? Crunchwrap can't figure it out. Crunchwrap, Crunchwrap is hysterical right now. Crunchwrap, you need to calm down. Crunchwrap, I have no idea, but I need to figure out who destroyed my cake on my celebration day of the day I celebrate making myself a cake.
Okay, well, go do your thing. We'll check back with you later.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Crunchwrap, it's okay. Crunchwrap, it's okay. I gotta go. I have to go take care of Crunchwrap.
Okay. See you later. Good luck.
Okay. Oh wow. I truly hope Crunchwrap is okay. I worry because it's Crunchwrap is Caitlin's favorite, and so if something happened on Crunchwrap's watch,
things do not seem to be going well. I mean, just look in the chat. Drummer Har, they get it. Crunchwrap is inconsolable, shaking violently in a deep puddle of tears. I'm not sure how they know that, but that's really concerning.
Oh no, that's really upsetting. I think I hope they can always make another cake.
Oh, they're Seekling's roommate. I got it. I got it. That's how they know this is real life, y'all.
Yeah, this is live. This isn't even just a guess. This is what Crunchwrap is doing. Crunchwrap is live now. Okay, so I think we can pray and hope for Caitlin and the cake. I really hope that Caitlin ends up with cake tonight. It would be really tragic to not have that.
Definitely.
I want to. Putting that aside for a sec. I'm really in the mood to shop, so I really want to see.
Yeah, screw our friend. Let's go.
Yeah. So like, I mean, the cake will be fine. Or probably.
Be honest with ourselves. You know?
Yeah, I'm here to buy things. I'm here for capitalism. So.
Right.
So if we bring on Caitlin, bring on Colleen and Alex, I think they are ready to show us what products we could be excited about this evening.
Oh yes. Oh, we have something. We're calling in from Tampa, Florida, and we've got a lot here. We've got so much of this item in back. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I'm almost nervous that we're going to sell out. So I want you all to get your phones ready so that you're ready to call in, because this is a really special opportunity, you guys. We have something we want to share. Now, you may have heard of like a dream catcher. I want to introduce you to something called the scream catcher. This is an item everyone needs right now. Have you ever found yourself wondering, where can I scream into the void? Where can I do it? Can I do it in the shower? But there's nothing soft to catch my screams. Where can I do it? Yes, you can scream into your scream catcher. That's what we're selling you. Now, as you can see, this is about a 13 by 13 fabric square. It's got some very special padding inside. And we formulated this padding. It's coiled, and it's coiled to catch all of your screams.
Have we mentioned manufactured in Florida yet, though, Colleen?
Manufactured in Florida. So you might be thinking, oh, this is just the regular old down in my pillow, in my comforter. No, this is not any of those things. This is actually alligator and flamingo dander that we filled this with because it catches screams best. People don't know this, but Florida is full of screams. We don't know why, but it's full of screams. So what you do, and I'm going to demonstrate it, and to do it properly, I'm just going to have to mute my microphone for a minute, and that's for safety reasons. 1 minute.
Sure. While she's speaking, perfect. Thank you for the form. Wonderful. Excellent.
It feels so good. I feel younger. Ladies, this is going to get rid of wrinkles. It's going to keep you young. And speaking of that, our spokesperson for this item, why don't you tell him?
Oh, me, the divine Miss M. Hello, this is Bette Midler from Tampa, and we just wanted to sell you all on our favorite scream receiver. It doubles for, it's multifunction. What else, Colleen? It also actually, you can do a variant where it'll catch your farts.
It's a fart catcher.
Sit on it. If you just sit down. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, for legal reasons, we have to clarify Bette Midler does not and has never been to Tampa. But
nor farted ever.
But Bette Midler screams into these pillows. She has them ordered up from Tampa. Yes, she does. So she's singing, she's performing, she's doing what she does. And in her spare time, she uses a scream catcher because we all must.
Yeah. These are trying times. And for those with like GI issues, again,
I guess it's a fart catcher.
It's perfect.
So, yeah, for your mouth screams and your butt screams.
Yeah,
every orifice screaming. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Is there a kind of a final motto that?
Well, we had a couple. Colleen.
We had a couple. I think the most important one, and the thing you really should remember is Florida's full of screams, and it works for them. Right. And if it's good enough to muffle the shrieks of Florida, then it's good enough for you.
Everywhere. It can, yeah. And that's all.
Well, why don't we see what the chat is saying? Becca, anything stand out to you?
Yes, I want to give just 10 points for the energy that was started. I So, Meg McLaurin said Colleen is the ultimate hype woman, and I agree. It was incredible energy. I didn't even know what the product was yet, and I already wanted to buy it. Another 10 points because Drummer Heart agrees with me and is taking 20 already.
Yay! He's from Florida.
I also want to give another 5 points because yes, I do think if it works for Florida Screams, it will work for anyone. The chat also loved the gator. I think the word gator and flamingo dander.
Yes, the dander.
The dander. So I want to give another 8 points for gator dander because it seems like a real problem in Florida. And the chat also loved muting for safety reasons. Colleen did mute for safety reasons. Alex, aka Bette Midler, did not mute, but it was okay because I think it was a good balance. We got to see both.
It was a fake fart anyway. There was no hazard to be had there. That's fine.
There's no hazard. Okay, that's great. Great for us here because it's a scream catcher, so that's why we were safe.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this was a super creative product. I'm ready to purchase. I guess I'd pay like $20 or $30 for it, so I'll throw in 20 points. Why not?
Oh yeah, dollars. Points are money. Directly translated there. That was incredible, and also the multi-use, the fart catcher thrown in there. I just feel like that's an incredible add-on. Probably another 5 points because it would be like a $5 add-on just to have the right amount of dander for
the quality material, as the chat says.
Exactly. So thank you so much, Colleen and Alex. We will see you again later. And now let's bring out Emily and Nick to see what they have to pitch us.
Well, thank you very much for having us, ladies and gentlemen. To the Glitty Litter listening worldwide, I hope you're ready for a phenomenal event. Introducing the world to the one and only Floss. Now, I want to know, move over, duct tape. There's a new multi-use tool in town. I want to know, is everybody listening? DTF. Down to floss.
Down to floss. I sure am, Nick. That is for sure. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. Now you may be wondering, Nick and Emily, we've seen this before. I've seen this on the shelves. What's new about it now? Well, let me tell you. You've seen this before in a way that scares you. You've gone to the dentist and it has terrified you. They've wrapped it. They've wrapped it around their fingers and they've shoved it in there. No. We want you to use this in a way that brings you joy. Have you ever had a block of cheese?
You know what you millennials are talking about.
Yes.
You guys go out for your brunches.
Yeah.
You go out there, and when you think about it, everyone these days orders charcuterie boards.
Excuse me, may I have a charcuterie? May I have one charcuterie? Thank you.
Correct. And you don't want to be the guy out there that can't help a friend out. No. You don't want to be that person that can't cut the cheese. So what do? You're DTF. You break it out. You're down to floss.
Yep.
And what do you end up with? Delicious cheese.
A hunk of cheese. Now, not only does this cut the cheese exactly the way that you want it, it does so many other things. Let's say you're out to brunch as well. We're all out to brunch. Why not? You look in the mirror. Your eyelashes, they are clumped together because you cried your way there. Well, I'm going to get in there.
Wow.
Beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Your eyelashes are now apart. Cry no more. Might as well call it Cry No More.
That works for gentlemen, too.
Down to floss, down to feel good.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah.
And do you have a spokesperson for your new product?
A spokesperson? We can, but we still have one more use to talk about.
Oh, I apologize.
Wow. Way to get ahead of us, but I like where your head's at.
We love it. We love it.
Now
we
let's
love
talk
when
about
people are
this.
one step ahead.
You know, you did your eyes. But ladies, have you ever been stuck in a situation where you just didn't have that underwear? Take a look.
Have you ever
like a
been stuck in
G-string.
that situation?
No, it's like a G-string. You know what I always say? The less in the crack, the better. That's how it is. You know? So
you don't want to wear nothing.
Exactly.
You don't want to wear nothing.
And just think about it. If you got the mint version, you want to stay fresh. You're going to stay fresher. That's what you want in life. You want to be DTF, down to feel good.
Down to feel good. And when where there's a D, there's a T, there's an F for free. This weekend only, buy one, get one free.
Whoa.
When you call the Glitty Litter.
So you can be a DTF, and then you can be a MILF. Man, I love to floss. Boom.
Spokesperson, we're working on it, okay?
3 out of 4 dentists recommend it.
I feel fulfilled without a spokesperson, honestly.
Yep.
All right, Becca, what are we seeing in the chat? How are other people feeling?
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize how many uses for floss. I have one that I think is maybe questionable, but we'll start with what the chat is.
We'll come back around to that.
So
don't knock it till you try it, Becca. Honestly, they say that about a lot of things. All right, just let it get in there. You're gonna be fine.
All right, so we're all clear on what the one is that I question now.
The cheese.
Great. Yeah, it's the cheese. So Gerber701 says floss just seems so accessible now. So I want to give 10 points for that because I am also someone who hates floss, and it does seem more approachable now, and that's like a huge step. Drummer Heart will give you another 10 points because Drummer Heart will also take 20 of these. I really hope Drummer Heart is spending their money well.
We know what they're using it for. It's okay.
And Gerber701 also asked, how do I invest in this floss? So I'll give you another 15 points because we haven't had VC funding or like investors yet on this show, but I think this is a really great opportunity too. I also want to give just another 10 points for myself because Nick, you started off the very like calming announcer voice, and so I already felt like, oh yes, I think I'm gonna believe anything that might come out of his mouth. And another 5 points because Emily truly seems like you're in an infomercial right now. Like you're maybe lost in the home shopping network. It's unclear where you are. So I just love that vibe. Alana, any points you want to give out?
I also so appreciate such a commitment to an accent, and then about halfway through completely forgetting that commitment. So I'd love to throw in 15 points. Truly one of the funniest things.
When you're so invested, sometimes.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's not every day you get to share floss with your cousin. So
but maybe ask what they used it for before you share it, Because
there's trust. There's a trust bond here, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Well, before we move on to our final game, Becca, do you want to give us a score update?
Yes. So we are neck in neck. Our scores is Team 1, Emily and Nick have 92 points. And Team 2, Colleen and Alex have 99 points.
Ooh.
Wow.
Moving on to the lead, and remember, points equal money.
Points equal money, fam.
Points equal money. It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
Yes, and now that we have that very clear, let's talk about our passion game, Power Prov.
Yeah!
All right, let's get ready, everyone, for our own personalized TED Talk. So Power Prov is a game where our teams are going to be presenting to us a 6-slide PowerPoint that they have never seen before. Each slide will only contain pictures, some directly related to the topic, and again, some very, very far off. Our teams must think on the spot and find a way to justify the pictures on the screen, adding as much or as little detail as they see fit, and present like Glitty Litter life depends on it. Okay, so we're here, we're with our teams. I've checked off all the boxes. Just know you can be yourself. You can play a character as long as we can feel the passion. That's what's most important here. When you want to go to the next slide, simply say, next slide, please. But if you're taking a little too long, might move you along as well.
Mm-hmm.
After both presentations, we're going to give you a score based on how passionate you were in the presentation. So don't mess this up for us.
And I want to add about the way we will move you along is there is a timer. It is not the usual timer that is elegantly placed, as you might see, because I did it, so it is janky.
Becca, why do you have to point it out?
And we will see if it works. And if not, we will pipe back in and say, next slide. So start with team 1, Emily and Nick. And we will see Colleen and Alex after Emily and Nick are done presenting. And we can bring out the presentation.
Ready?
Good luck.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. How to file your taxes.
How
Are
to
we
file
starting
your
now?
taxes. Yeah, we're here. We're doing a presentation on filing your taxes, Nick. Thank you so much for coming to the tax talk.
Emily, how do you file your taxes? I mean,
That
I
is
feel
the
like there's multiple
question.
ways.
Yeah,
Do you
there's
go to
so
jail
many,
if you don't?
there are so many different things that we need to talk about. 1, how many different ways? 2, can you go to jail? 3, do I need to do it? 4, will I get money? 5, do I have to pay money? 6, what the fuck is a tax? Next slide, please. We're going to talk about it all.
Yes. I feel like this is tax deductible. He's pointing his fruit at me, which obviously is a painting. Now, if he painted it using his own paintbrush, that's a tax deduction of at least $15,000.
Yeah.
But
So if you look at this top picture, you're going to go onto your computer and you're going to think about all of those paintings that have threatened you this year. And those are all going to be tax deductible. So,
yeah. No, well, if they do point stuff at you and you're allowed to take a tax deduction, I'm not quite sure what they're looking at there. What is that, Emily? What's on the photo screen?
the tax sites that you go to. Next slide, please. Oh, this.
Yes, we've all been here before. You've all been in the party zone with a bunch of men wearing floss and Speedos. We know where this leads.
Yeah.
This is how I actually spent my tax refund last year.
Yeah.
Which, if you think about it, is tax deductible.
Yeah. What isn't tax deductible, Any time that you might find yourself in a situation where you're in the middle of a bunch of men in Speedos, think to yourself first, am I scared? No, because I can write it off on my taxes next year. So that's just what I want everyone to think about. Now, this picture, the other picture on the left, this is the representation of your brain before you file taxes. Okay, so you've got every single thing in there is a deduction. Every single, and we want you to grab them all and put them all in a little area. Oh.
Wow. So after I got done with that pool of men, which I want to point out, if you catch an STD from that, that's actually tax deductible. Yeah. Gonorrhea is actually a medical expense. But when you recover, you can head to this kind of island.
Yes.
Boom. Emily talked about it before. Your brain before, chaos. Your brain after, vacation. Once that April 15th deadline hits, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
You either owe more or you're getting money back. So
and we talked a little earlier about, do I go to jail if I don't file taxes? The answer is no. You go to space. The answer is you disappear off this earth and nobody knows what the hell happened to you, okay? So make sure you listen to our advice and you file your taxes. This year,
you only
by
have
May
a couple
15th.
Opportunities in this world: space or beach.
Yes.
You either pay or you get a refund.
Which do you want?
Boom.
The world that is happiness, joy,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
7.
10. You know?
No, you gotta love rainbow colors.
Yeah.
You know, really what this represents is just the many different tax companies you can go with. You can go with H&R Block. You can go with Jackson Hewitt. You can go with your own CPA. Emily knows a little bit about that. Really, at the end of the world, either way, this is how I put my hands once they take all my money. Poor. That's what it looks like, honestly.
Unless
at the
you
end
deduct.
of the day,
Unless you deduct.
unless you deduct. And boom,
Thank
that's
you
the
for
little
the
flash
money.
of hope that you're getting there. That
Yeah.
fire that wasn't there before until you light that candle,
Yeah.
that's the spark. Those are your deductions, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you deduct?
Everything.
Anything and everything. I deducted my kids last year. True
Yep.
story.
Yep. So thank you for listening to this presentation that we have given you. We know that you have come away knowing how to file your taxes, where to file your taxes, when to file your taxes, what can you deduct, what happens to you if you don't file your taxes, and everything else that we have taught you today.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You may be
We
asking
will not
yourself.
be taking questions. Go ahead, Nick.
You may be asking yourself, where did we get this knowledge? From this guy, this book. This is where we learned it from. All right? If he's not trustworthy, then who is? I ask yourself right now, have you paid your taxes? Because if you haven't, find this odd person. Read the top of his head. That's where all your deductions are.
Yeah. Yeah. Climb your way up. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow. That was beautiful. I'm going to say I started this knowing very little about taxes, and I think I ended it knowing very little about taxes.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to get that out of the way and just say, you're welcome. Honestly, a man firing a gun, a banana at you, it threw me off.
That is the point of this, not going to lie.
Yeah, no. So many other things other than taxes flew through my mind. Because a man with a banana, and then I was like, where's his other hand? I don't know. My mind went to strange places on that, I'm going to be honest, and I could not relate it to taxes to save my life.
He probably deducted his other hand.
Deducted it.
Wow. You see, that's why.
Maybe I did learn something.
Now you see the method to our madness.
Let's see what the chat was saying while you were presenting. There was a lot of questions from Drummer about, can you pay taxes with points? We're going to say right now, yes, 100%.
Yeah, that's the master's class. Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 points for being spot on there. Really learned a lot from this presentation. Beefy Fridgers commented, this is your brain on taxes. I truly love that. That's exactly where my mind went. Both the space like vortex and also just a total mess of toys. That is my brain on taxes. They confuse me to no end. I loved the just like deduct everything theme, as did Gerber 701. So another 10 points for just anything that's deductible is what I've learned, basically. So once I figure out how to deduct things, I'm just gonna write down everything.
Yeah.
Alana, is there anything that you loved?
I just feel like this was so on point. For any of our viewers who didn't know, taxes were pushed a little bit later. They're due in May now. So I feel like all this information is going to be really helpful. I'd love to throw in another 12 points.
Love it.
I also want to give another 10 points because Emily is an accountant, and therefore
I am a CPA, to be honest, but I know nothing about taxes, so
okay, great.
Can't give you a single piece of advice.
Which you just found out about our presentation. So
oh my gosh.
About as much as I know.
Get out of here. Let's pretend you didn't say that.
I want to give another 10 points because once again, Emily started strong with an accent and then dropped it entirely. I love the consistency there. I also want to give another 5 points because Nick, I think at one point, I think you were describing the men in Speedos as wearing floss. And I just want to thank you for the callback as to the many ways that floss can be used, which we just established. And so who knew both of these men in Speedos had listened to your infomercial and also that you could write them off as a deductible.
You know, big shout out to my friend Ben, who had this idea about G-string floss.
Wow.
Okay, Ben. All
What
right.
a unique idea.
Go, Ben. Well, thank you so much, Team 1. We will now bring out Team 2.
Yawn. Taxes. We're ready. We're
All
ready.
right, Team 2, are you ready to teach us, share with us,
Yeah.
educate us?
Begin.
Okay.
Ready. Ready. All right. Yeah.
Colleen started off here with this.
So the real so you might have seen, the Mists of Avalon. You might have watched it on Sunday nights with your parents. You know a little bit about the sword and the stone. Maybe there were some animals in that story, an owl. You think you know some stuff, but it's all over the map. It's all over the map. We are here to tell you one linear story, and it's about the real King Arthur.
Real guy.
Yeah. So he was real. And most people don't know this. King Arthur was blonde, and he had a very curly beard. That took a lot of work, and that's a big part of the tome on him. A couple chapters are on beard care. And yeah, there's just so many misconceptions out there. And so what we're really excited to do is take what you all think you know, and replace it. We're going to replace it with some real knowledge. Yeah.
So over here we have some members of King Arthur's court. And so top left we have King Arthur's little friend.
Right. So that's a hype woman. That's a hype woman. Yes.
Yeah. Pump woman. Top right we have some of the members of King Arthur's dance crew.
It's
a bit of a Glitty litter situation from back in King Arthur's time.
People don't understand how much Glitty litter's modeled off of his court.
Yeah, very much so. Bottom left, we have a piece of King Arthur's toolbox. This was a tool he used for doing
cutting meat. Yes.
Cutting meat with that floss. And then bottom right, those I can't remember those. Colleen, can you fill us in?
So what you guys don't know, so what this really paints a picture of is that people see, knights around a table, but each of these photos, these were each knights. So it's complicated. The knights were a lot more about performance in the arts than you would think. Now, what else King Arthur did that people don't know about is that he was about magic and pushing boundaries. And so this we know based on the fossils. So, people talk about, people are really obsessed with advances King Arthur made in dental care. They say that he built the telephone. Those things aren't true. But you know what he did do? He did get into gene mixing. And so when you make a pundit square and you go big F, little f, big F, little f, and you see if you have what color your eyes are, that's because of King Arthur. He also spliced animals together. And then that's
before there was a golden doodle, there was actually a pug bat that King Arthur was really big on. He domesticated, sold them at the markets. It was big back in the day.
They don't show that in the movie because it's expensive.
To Virgin of Virgin of Venice, and I think the flying pig pug was a prominent character in that.
Absolutely. So now, there are some accurate representations. Some things that get through on the record are real, like miracle of miracles. So one thing that's true about the real King Arthur is that, he really liked to see what's up. And so that's a phrase that people sort of don't really understand is attributable to him. He was always like, what's up?
And Arthur was a very emotive guy, and before there were cell phones, obviously, and emojis, Arthur would actually he would just kind of do this weird salute with the upside down smiley face emoji.
Yes.
And that was how he would express his gratitude or his concern about something, what's going on upside down. And so that's what we're showing here, lower right. Yeah. Back on King Arthur's day.
Also, and there's, this is sort of self-explanatory, but also he wore live animals. Yeah.
Yes. And so this was how we ate and recreated back in the time of King Arthur. there was a feud, and somebody threw all the checkers pieces off of the checkerboard. And so King Arthur and King Arthur's court said, well, we have these cucumbers, we can make a game out of it. And so that's what they did.
Yeah, so it was like, someone has carrots near my cucumbers, and someone else was like, well, your cucumbers are near my carrots. And that's how we came to have veggie checkers. Veggie checkers, exactly.
Yeah, sweet.
Crudité, originally originated. King Arthur was, he really cared about being a fancy host.
Also a vegan, which is why we have this nice spread of these green and lush, purple, red. He loved fresh vegetables, always got his fiber. King Arthur, very, very healthy guy.
Yeah, that was deliberately scrubbed from the record because he was intolerable about it.
Yeah, insufferable.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have gotten from,
There was also a rumor that King Arthur may have been gay, which is why we have this rainbow here at the end. There was some thoughts about Arthur, again, he was a flosser, and he was big on he was big in the taxes and the G-string. Yeah, we love Arthur. And then he also had a dark side.
Yeah, all sorts of tie-ins to previous things we've said in the show are all true about King Arthur. But in addition, and this is the thing you all really need to remember, because we've given you a lot about the old King Arthur that you thought you knew, and then the real one. But the most important thing to know, and a lot of you I think already know this, is that King Arthur, when he died, he did become Satan. And that's a really important part of the myth that gets left out, but we shouldn't forget it. It's important, and it's still relevant today.
Thank you.
Amazing.
We thank you.
Wow. I walked away learning a lot. That's incredible.
That's our goal.
Is it real? There's so much more to him than people think.
Mm-hmm. So we'll start with what the chat learned along this journey with us. Meg McLaurin started with King Arthur's little friend, which is also exactly how I said it in my head, Alex, when you were like, and this is his little friend. And I'm just imagining King Arthur being like, say hello to my little friend.
Hello, little friend. Hello.
Mm-hmm. And he just brings out this woman who's dancing. And so, Caitlin also said he really liked to see what's up. That was funny. I really enjoyed that. I loved that he knew emojis. I think he said he used emojis before texting. I imagine that somehow he just flipped his own face. So, I forgot to give up points. 10 points for that. 5 points for the other thing that I said. I'm focused on the points. Drummer Heart says, I'll take 20. Again, I'm worried about Drummer Heart. I hope that they are being money conscious.
Take her, Drummer Heart. Take her. Just take her.
So I think that means 20 King Arthurs, but we'll have to circle back there. So another 10 points for that. Beefy Fridgers also says he was the mastermind behind the Budweiser "What's Up" ads, which
unsung hero.
Yeah,
again, insufferable. He was insufferable. What's up?
And apparently another 10 points because he was also insufferable because he was a vegan and told everyone about it.
I know. He did CrossFit too and talked about it.
Oof.
Oh no. I don't think I want to invite King Arthur to the table. Drummer Heart has clarified that they're not being money conscious, but they can't pass up deals like this. And honestly, I agree. I think Nick would agree. It makes a lot of sense. So another 10 points for not being able for a deal you can't refuse. Alana, do you have anything you would like to add?
I was waiting for you to ask. I just think it's wild. You guys think that King Arthur was around in the time of the emoji, but also fossils?
Yes.
You know,
and I'm concerned.
Transcended. He transcends time and space.
I'm just going to give you 15 points that you should put towards your education. That's all I'm saying.
Noted.
That's all I'm saying. Thanks for asking.
Yep. And also just throw it in. Also, he apparently started beard care, and so I think could be an influencer.
I want to throw in 5 points for that. I like facial hair.
As noted in the chat, he's a cryptid and he's trading very highly right now.
Keep that in mind.
I don't know what that means, but
Normal. That's normal.
Of course, normal. So we will now bring out Team 1 as well to go over our final scores of the evening before we head into the glitter box. So everybody do a mental drum roll.
Mental drum roll.
Interpret that how you will. Team 1 has 144 points, and Team 2 has 154.
Ooh.
And magical sounds. So that's exciting as well. So I believe we have to collect your wagers now.
Yes.
So we are going to start with Team 2, as you have more points. How many points would you like to wager before heading into the glitter box? And so how this works is if you win the glitter box, you get double. If you lose, you get minus that amount.
Every point.
Every
point.
Okay.
Every point.
All of them.
Okay, great. All in. I love that. I love that energy. Points is money. 154 buckaroos. It's going in.
Real money.
Real money. Once we get investors, it will be. All right. Team 1, how many points would you like to wager?
Can I use my money to buy that pug bat? Because that thing was amazing.
The flying pug.
The flying pug bat?
You can't. You won't be able to afford it. You won't be able to afford it with points.
I say we go all in as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
Cool.
All right.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Then I guess it's time for the glitter box.
Yeah. So let's.
La 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 la.
Oh, we were not ready.
Okay.
Hey, Caitlin.
Well, so I have spent the last 20 minutes since I saw you last just putting Crunchwrap to sleep. No, wait. No, not like just to
You
bed.
killed something?
Crunchwrap messes up one cake.
No, it wasn't Crunchwrap. I promise you it wasn't Crunchwrap. Crunchwrap was in here with me when it happened.
Oh no.
So I
Oh.
just sent Crunchwrap out to go see who it was. And okay, Crunchwrap found 3 culprits, 3 possible culprits. They were all here at the time. So you're about to meet the 3 people who it might have been that just ruined my cake and ate half of it. Ate half of it and then smashed the other half. So you're going to meet 3 characters in what we call one truth, half a truth, and one lie. So
that gets a mental drum roll as well.
each character is going to have varying degrees of culpability in this. And so whoever chooses the character that is least guilty of destroying my cake
Least
wins
guilty. Okay.
wins the glitter box. Yeah, we want to see who's telling mostly the truth.
The most innocent.
The most truth. Okay. So to do this, I've got to bring them out. So I'm gonna just bring in the first one. Just hold on.
I have no idea what's happening here. But I love it.
Just
No.
skip it.
I like that Caitlin had to like really leave.
She's gone.
Yeah.
He's marrying Crunchwrap.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Hello. Hello, it's lovely to meet you. Oh, I'm so terribly fancy. I can't believe you'd even bring me here. My name is Engorge Clooney. So, hello, my name is Engorge Clooney, and no, I did not eat the cake. I am too fancy for cakes. That must be eaten with anything other than a golden spoon. And since Caitlin has no golden spoons, it could not have been me because I would never eat a cake. I'm too fancy for cake. No, never. It was never me. Engorge Clooney.
Okay, everyone take that in. Caitlin's going to bring out the next guest soon. Take it all in. Don't forget.
Don't say anything, Nick. Nick, we're going to get second choice, so don't say anything because you're going to... Don't give them any ideas.
Emily's playing.
Engorge Clooney seems sus.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Now that I
Very
know how
sus.
to use sus properly.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree that George Clooney seems sus. I'm Plaid Pit. So, and I'm just here to say, Plaid Pit, could never have done this. I did not steal the cake. From the Midwest, we don't fucks with cakes. We only fucks with hot dishes and bars. Only hot dishes and bars. If it's not a tater tot hot dish or a special K bar, I don't want it. I could never touch a cake because Plaid Pit, don't do cakes. I lost the accent.
It's a classic joy of mine, as we know. Lost accents.
I do love a hot pot reference. That's fun.
Hot dish.
Hot dish, excuse me, but
We're Midwest.
suspect. Also suspect.
Oh yeah.
I'm from the Midwest and I really love cake.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, everybody? Hey, my name's Shat Damon. Oh, hell yeah. Shat Damon here. And you know what? You think Shat Damon's gonna even bother with the cake? I've moved beyond cakes, okay? I've moved beyond physical food, okay? The wave of the future is non-physical food that goes into your body as just like nutrient energy. I've never even seen a cake in this house because I wouldn't know what one looked like. I've moved beyond it. Moved beyond cakes. That's my reasoning. I'm Shat Damon, baby.
Okay.
I think that's the weakest.
Becca!
I'm
all
sorry.
guilty?
I genuinely have no idea. Don't
So
listen to me.
one's telling a lie, one's telling a half truth, one's telling a truth. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. One of them is straight up lying. One of them's telling the truth, and one of them's like kind of lying.
Okay.
So, yeah, whoever goes first, you get to take your pick. And I did determine this beforehand, so I'll reveal.
Okay.
So you know I'm not. You know
Oh
I'm
man! So team 2 gets to. If team 2 goes second, they'll get to pick between 2.
I guess, yeah.
We can go first if you want us to.
No. I would want a grand reveal. I would want us to each pick one and then have a grand reveal.
Oh yeah, that's what we'll be.
No, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Very
you
nice.
guys get to pick first.
Got it.
Arlene is serious here.
Oh,
What-
Because you have more
We're not
points.
messing around.
what was the cake? That's going to lead us here. What kind of cake was it?
It was a red velvet cake. Oh yeah, I
Ooh.
explained that while you were preparing for
on
another game. Yeah.
There you go. There you
Red
go.
velvet. My red velvet cake got destroyed.
Okay.
So yeah, if you recall, and George Clooney is too fancy for cake. Could never too fancy for cake.
Yeah.
Especially, well, they could, but there was no golden spoon here.
No golden spoon.
And then Plaid Pit doesn't fucks with cakes, only hot dishes and special K bars.
Mhm.
And then Shat Damon has moved beyond physical food.
Got it.
Mhm.
Right.
So here's my thought, Alex.
Yeah.
Shat Damon actually sounds terrible enough to be completely aligned with his view.
Sure.
So I
Yes.
would say I would probably go Engorge or Plaid. And knowing that we Midwesterners do really like cake,
Yeah.
Only meaning you and I, and me more than you maybe.
I mean, Engorge, have you ever heard someone say, I can't eat this cake because I don't have a gold spoon?
She was really fancy. I'm gonna say, what should we say? So we want if we want the most innocent person, then I think we might be picking Shat.
Yeah,
Because
is
he really
off the hook. Yeah,
He's so awful. He might not eat cake.
right. But I think that Plaid Pit had the red shirt. It was a red velvet cake. I feel like something's up there. Engorge, though. Engorge half lie. I'm going to give Engorge a half lie, right?
Okay, yeah.
So then do we vote for the full lie, or which one do we vote for?
We're voting for the person who's telling the most truth. So
Oh, then Damon.
Damon. Okay, so we're voting for Shat Damon.
Okay. Locked in for Shat Damon. Oh, looks like
Okay.
seems like Emily also really
Shat
believes
Damon is
Shat
definitely my choice.
That would have been mine. That would
yeah.
have been mine.
So
He's such a dude.
unfortunately, I don't think we're right. I'm gonna go Plaid Pit because I think Engorge is also doing the half lie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh
I
wait,
like
then we want Engorge because no,
You want the one that's not lying, right?
Right. But what if we both get people that are lying? We want the one that's less lying.
Yeah. You want whoever's lying the least.
Well, first of all, I
I
commend
think
you here
Plaid
for
Pit's
your.
totally lying.
All right, so that's.
But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I like the Ocean's 11 riff here. It's like the cast that didn't make it. It's like the Ocean 8.
Yeah.
So,
You want to go?
I don't know. It's 50-50. I'll go with Plaid Pitt because it's the first thing you said.
Yeah, I think that we're wrong regardless, so we'll go Plaid.
This is the cast of Ocean 69. Okay, so
Where you feel the wave.
So you wanted which one? Plaid Pitt?
Correct.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Shat Damon.
And Shat Damon. All right, so we'll reveal Shat Damon first.
Go with Engorged first because nobody picked Engorged.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nobody picked Engorged. Engorged, half. Engorged, yeah, because Engorged watched it happen. Knew who did it, knows who did it, but well, gosh darn it, they will not eat a cake without that golden spoon, I guess. Okay.
As high as they can be.
What?
The stakes are as high as they can be.
Stakes are as high as they can be. Okay, I'm gonna lift them both and then reveal at the same time.
Okay.
Love it.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
We knew it.
So yeah, you had it totally right. Shat Damon believes that he has moved beyond food, totally telling the truth, which means team 2, Colleen and Alex, you boy Shat Damon, tell him the truth. Plaid Pitt destroyed and ate my cake. I'm gonna go take care of Plaid Pitt right now. Plaid, you get over here. You go apologize to Crunchwrap.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, Plaid Pitt. Starts from the start. The Midwesterners figured it out. Well, everyone figured it out, but
yeah, everyone knew.
Team 1, do you have a as losers?
Anything to say?
There's a reason you don't interview the losing team, but no, congratulations. It was awesome. Thanks for having us here, guys. It was really fun.
Yeah, super fun. Even though we were losing the whole time.
Which seemed weird. But now when I make my voodoo dolls of Colleen and Alex, it's gonna be great.
Not me.
Huh?
As long as it's not me.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be fine, They're gonna need their no, but it was a lot of fun.
I'm so glad you're so gracious.
So nice. How about our big winners? How are you feeling?
Feeling great. Definitely. This is just proof of just like really just skill, pedal to the metal. Definitely earned every point. So proud.
We're scrappy, Colleen. We're scrappy fighters.
We earned. I think this goes out to Plaid Pitt because as a Midwesterner, you've shamed us all. We like cake. We eat it a lot. How dare you? You should be ashamed. But also, I get it.
Yeah, and this will be available online for farting and screaming later this after or this evening.
So your fart, scream pillow.
Mm-hmm. Much of both are required after the show.
Tough times.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. And thank you to MB for hosting us on their channel. And thank you to Matt and Marissa this evening for the awesome tech that you saw tonight and the terrifying videos. Also, check out the 2MB Partner 3 weeks courses. The pandemic, so no surprise here, still continues to suck. 3 weeks courses offer live fun courses that are a great way to meet new people who share your interests. So visit them at 3weeks.courses. And thank you so much all for tuning in, hanging out in the chat, hanging out with Shat in the chat. Thank you, Shat Damon. So we have a ton of fun doing this show every time, and it is thanks to you all who watch and play with us, and it's so great. And I'll pass it over to Alana.
Wow, I agree. Thanks everyone for joining tonight. Glitty Litter is always a blast. As we all know, this is the show where your shit shines and the cats do not matter. The points are money. We get it. We're Glitter and Friends. See you Sunday, May 2nd for more glitz, glamour, and glitter glory. Bye, everyone.